Okay, chat. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I should be back up. Refresh. 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 Okay. Okay, let me just. Okay, I fixed it. Guys, I fixed the technical problems. Can you guys believe it? I fixed the technical problems. Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Who would have? Who would have thunk? Who would have? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Who would have thought thunk? Who would have? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Who would have? Who would have? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that would have worked? Who would have thought that would have worked? But it did, chat. Okay, I don't know why the vertical stream is lagging. Yippee! But chat, I fixed it. Aren't we so glad that I fixed it? Wow! Pappy fixed the issue with her stream. That's so cool. Wow, Pappy the First is so cool. Thank you, chat. Thank you for realizing. Thank you for saying that I'm so cool, chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, chat. Thank you so much, chat. Okay, yo, Pappy, somehow got a homegirl. You mean like a girlfriend? Or like a friend that's a girl? Yeah, no, what do you mean by a homegirl? Like you got a girl that lives in your home? That, see, I had a girl that lived in my home. I had multiple women that lived in my home at one point. Yeah, and that was my mom and my sister. Yeah, so yeah, I know that. I know what's like. I know what that's like. Oh, boo. Okay, but how? Okay. Now that we're officially back. We're back, and we fart. We got that fart. We got that fart night. The fart night. Yo, who farting tonight? Actually, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that. Welcome in, friend zone. Welcome in. Yeah, I read that chat from 20 miles away. Not gonna sneak past me. Not gonna sneak past me. I know my chatters. I see my chatters and I go, oh, I see my chatters. Chatter, I hardly know her. Okay, cornball moment. Me, Mr. Fart, you are a chatter. You do be farting. Farting? I hardly know her. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I said fart. I fart. Fart. I fartly know her. I fartly know her. Okay. Good joke, guys. Good joke. 10 out of 10 joke. Thank you for coming to my, like, TED Talk. Waifu. I'm not an anime girl, so I don't think I can be anyone's, like, waifu. I'm not pretty sure that's, like, not how that works. I'm pretty sure waifus are like an anime thing. Anime, more like ganime. Cause I don't know. I was like, uh, yeah. Anime just don't hit the same. Maybe it's because I'm not like 14 anymore. I feel like anime hits when you're like 14, you know? And then you grow up and you're like, oh, anime's made for like 14-year-olds, you know? Like anime when you're 14 is like the coolest shit ever, and then you become an adult and you're like, oh, it was cool because I was like 14. But then as an adult, you're like, wow, I really actually like the animation. And I wish like there would be better animation for adult stuff. But instead animation is more geared towards children's media. And then you're like, it's a rough Hard. It's hard. Yeah, unless you make anime as an adult. Yeah. The Fate series is great. Okay, but in order to even in order to even watch Fate, you have to understand like Fate. I tried to get into Fate when I was in like high school. Most confusing series to get into. Okay, none of they don't like explain. It's not even that they don't explain. It's just like, oh, yeah, these people are just gonna fight each other. They're actually people from like the past brought to the present, and they have like cool weapons, and like actually they're like historical figures. And I'm like, okay, I like Solo Leveling. It look, you can have bad taste. That's okay. There not every anime has to be a banger. Solo Leveling is literally just I'm edgy anime guy and I'm super overpowered, but I can't let other people know about that. That I can actually level up because I'm so dangerous, but I can actually like summon all the enemies I kill. It's like okay, like if you're watching Solo Leveling, it's okay to watch it for the animation of the fight scenes. If you're watching Solo Leveling, like oh my god, the story's peak. You need to read more books, watch more movies, watch more shit. Like you need more exposure to media as a whole. But if you're just like, yeah, I like when the cool characters fight each other. Yeah, no, Solo Leveling story is so bad. It's literally protagonist meets new boss, scary boss, and it's like, meh, I'm a badass though, so I'm gonna win. Um, yeah, yeah. That's it. We're getting a divorce. We were never married. So the only person I've ever been married to is my 39 ex-wives and my 7 ex-husbands. I don't, I don't know why I've gotten married so many times. You guys know I have like 49 kids too. 49. 49 ungrateful kids. I transitioned so I could get out of paying child support. Um, yeah. But anyway, pretty, yeah. But I feel like anime, like as an adult, I'm like, they just don't hit the same. Like when I was 14, it's hype as shit, okay? When it's 14, and I was like, you know what? I don't actually care that none of the women have like personalities. I just like watching like people fight each other. And I think that's pretty cool. And then as an adult, I'm like, where's the story? Where's the story? Oh, they're 14-year-olds and they're being sexualized. Yikes. I feel gross watching this. But then as a kid watching anime, I was like, yeah, I love this shit. So also love your hair. Thank you. Do you support the LGBTQ? I'm one of y'all. Do I support the LGBTQ? I'm the B and the T. uh Tranny bitch. I'm the B and the T. Bitchy tranny. Bitchin' tranny. That's what I am. I'm the B and the T. Bitchin' T. Bitchin' tranny. That's what I am. That's what I am. Not supporting LGBTQ people is wild. Well, I don't. I support myself. So is that like supporting the LGBTQ? I don't have like any gay people I pay on the radio. That I pay bills for. Yo, if you're like a gay like sugar daddy or sugar mama, you're like kind of supporting the LGBTQ. Because like if you're a gay like sugar mama or sugar daddy, you're paying your gay lover. That's like supporting another gay person. You're literally supporting the LGBTQ. Think about that, chat. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Sit on that. Sit on that. Or my face. You can sit on either one. Cool with both. Actually, no. Some of you guys probably don't wipe, so maybe I don't want you sitting on my face. You're gay. Thank you. Yes, I know. Are you single or married? I'm not married. No. Single. Yes. I'm kind of a little like American cheese, you know? I'm kind of like Kraft American cheese. You know, single. I'm also usually wrapped in plastic. See, that one just didn't work. See, I was like, let me try to follow this joke to the end conclusion, and the joke came out inconclusive. Now I'm just like riffing and riling. I'm at least three of the letters of LGBTQ. What the fuck? How are you three of the letters of the LGBTQ? How? Like, you could be two of the letters, right? But I'm, Munster cheese is the best. Yeah. That's kind of not. Nah, I think mozzarella. Mozzarella definitely be my top cheese. I love a good wet mozzarella. Fuck yeah. I'm a trans lesbian and I'm intersex. Ah, I see. I hope. Because if I didn't see, I'd be blind. Yeah. We need to see your feet for specific purposes. Okay, so you can't just come in and have your first message be show feet. Okay, it's a little wild. Little wild to ask. Little wild to like come in. Favorite way to unwind. My favorite way to unwind. I do it like once a month. I take a bath, or well, first I take an edible. Okay? And then I fill up a bathtub and I put lavender Epsom salts in it. And then I sit in the bath for like an hour. No book, no phone, just me sitting in a warm Epsom salt bath, letting an edible kick in while a nice smelling candle burns on my bathroom countertop. And then I get out of the tub, dry myself off, slather myself in some nice lotion, okay? And then I go and I lie in bed and I usually scroll TikTok for like 30 minutes before I fall asleep. It's peak. It's peak. I haven't taken a bath in about 20 years. Yeah, we can smell you from here. So that's my favorite way to unwind, YouTube chatter. Yeah. Bathroom tour, please. Like, it's not like I can like take my camera to the bathroom. My bathroom isn't that. My bathroom looks like a bathroom, chat. Like, I don't. Baby oil? No. I just use like a Aveeno lavender like body lotion. But I just like having soft skin. It's nice. No, I shower. So you're not a gamer then. You shower? Okay, gamers don't shower or bathe. Real gamers don't care about hygiene, cuz what matters more? Okay, having good hygiene or winning in a video game? I think we know which one is more important, chat. Had any face surgeries? No. Both my parents are hot and they blessed me with their looks. Shout out to both my parents. So, yeah. My parents, they make a good duo. They make a good duo. Yeah. Um yeah, if my parents were like to put it in a way for you like younger viewers to understand. My parents are like if you duoed with someone in Fortnite and every single time they got like a victory royale. That's like my parents. So they just make a good duo. Just make a good combo. Real gamers eat Cheetos with hot or with chopsticks. Oh yeah, for sure. Any type of chip. Yeah. Um, real people, chuds don't shower. Yeah. Only chuds shower. Yeah. Real chatters know that Pappy's parents are banging hot. I guess. I mean, my parents have been briefly on stream before, so it's not like it's not like I guess you could really find if you really wanted to. Well, actually, I don't think the stream bot is public anymore. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But yeah, you are truly inspirational, very down to earth. Thank you. I would say I'm pretty down to earth, simply because gravity. You know, gravity keeps me very grounded and very down to earth. Um, that's it's kind of what gravity does. It probably keeps you grounded too, unless you're in a plane. If you're a pilot, you're not really like grounded in reality. You know, you're you're not really grounded like individual. You know, you're more like up in the clouds. Tray flip or kick flip? I like kick flips, but I like heel flips better than kick flips. I can't do a tray flip. I like heel flips. I love heel flips though. Heel flips are like one of my favorite tricks. When did you start transitioning? I started transitioning like 6.5 years ago, and I've been on hormones for about 5.5 years ago, or 5.5 years. So, agree Zoe is based. Yeah, I'm. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, quote 19. Not showering helps with gaming. It's crazy that you have that memorized, the number. Probably because I say it like every stream. Because I'm like, yeah, if you want to be a true gamer, okay, if you want to be a true gamer, you kind of have to yeah. If I tried to skate, there would be the GTA "You Died" sound. No, everyone. When I tell people I skate, or whenever I do skating streams, people are like, "If I skated, I'd probably fall and get hurt." It's like, yeah, you don't think I don't fall when I skate? I do. The difference between you and me, I just get back up. I just get back up. The pronouns are hot slash ness. Wow. Thank you for recognizing my pronouns. Finally, someone recognized my pronouns. Favorite skater growing up. Growing up, my favorite skater was probably Ryan Sheckler. Now my favorite skater is probably Grant Taylor or Ruby Lilly. Okay, those are probably my favorite skaters now, currently. Um, I'm fragile and literally I die. I would literally die. Nah. I think you can say, "Oh, I don't really like have any interest in skateboarding." But when people are like, "Oh, it's too hard," yeah. Anytime you try to learn a new skill, it's hard. The difference is you just don't really want to learn the skill, and then you're putting an excuse as to why you don't want to learn the skill. Just say you don't want to learn it. You know. Um, so you became trans because you want to fuck guys. Well, I also fuck women, chatter. Like your mom and your dad at the same time, actually. Um, yeah, your mom, actually on top of me, your dad below me. That's ideal position for all three of us. That's what we like. Um, if you don't like that, it's too bad. I'm a part of your mom and dad's daily sessions. Yeah. And I know some of you might be like, oh, my parents are divorced. Well, I brought them back together. I brought them back together. Yep. At the same time, saves energy. Yeah. 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 You look like Dylan Mulvaney. Thank you. She's very pretty. So, thank you for the compliment. Yeah. At the same time saves energy. Yeah. Because if I do your mom and dad at the same time, I don't have to waste energy doing just your mom or just your dad. You know, if I do them at the same time, win-win for me, lose for you. L viewers. I don't even think that's the right direction. Actually, I think it is the right direction for you. I'm dyslexic. I can't tell. I can't tell. I can't tell. Oh, do the L thing. Do you know how annoying it is? Fucking growing up dyslexic. Every single time, like, people would be like, oh, like, growing up, people would do like, oh, which L's the right one? Whichever one's the right one. I don't know the difference. You're asking someone who can't tell the difference between a lowercase b and a d. Which letter goes the right way? The fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. My parents want to know why you won't call them back. Well, I'm more of like an in-person girly. They know where to find me if they want me. You know, they want me on call, but yeah. Not to be rude, but what are your pronouns? She, her. She, her. She, her, as in she, her on the stream right now? Isn't she beautiful? Wow. Yeah, that's right, chat. I am. Okay. Anyway. If you do both at the same time, does that count as multitasking? Yes. Pretty good at it. Pretty good at it. And I'm dual streaming, so I am like multitasking. Yeah. Um, yeah. So marry me. See, whenever YouTube chatters come into my chat and they say marry me, they never give me like any information about themselves. You want me to marry you, then like I don't know, like a proposal is not something you give out willy nilly. It's like what are you offering me? You know? Hello, Hunter Schafer. I'm not Hunter Schafer though. I'm not. Look, guys, not all trans people are the same. Okay, some of us are different. Okay. I just want to know. You did my dad. I mean, his ashes are a bit gritty. Gritty? Gritty? I can do the gritty. Okay, that was cringe. That was cringe. I regret doing that. I honestly regret standing up for that bit. I regret standing up for that bit. I honestly for the 2 seconds that I did to make that bit, I regret that. I regret that. I'd like to apologize. I'd like to apologize to my family first and foremost. Secondly to my viewers for pulling out an outdated dance. I'd like to apologize. I love Sharknado, so do I. I'm a big Sharknado fan. The link to your Discord is expired. Thank you for letting me know that. I will fix that. I will fix that. Let me fix that. Gotta go into Stream Elements and fix that. Yeah. So yeah. You're very cute. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. But let me fix the timers, the Discord. I don't know why my Discord link expired. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, edit invite. Yeah, it says 30 days. I need it to never expire. Generate new link. Copy. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Now you guys should be able to type exclamation Discord, and it actually go to my Discord. Because now it will not be expired. You're welcome. You're welcome. Truly a hero. Wow. Wow, guys. I did that. I did that. Yeah. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Um. Um. So. Almost. Yeah. Pre or post op. Well, I am formal special forces, so post operation. Yeah, I was on the Osama bin Laden team. Yeah. Yep. No, I'm joking. I was when they killed Osama bin Laden, I was like, Obama was still in office. It's probably like 11. Osama bin Laden. How about Osama D's nuts? Boom! Yeah, that guy sucked. Unpopular opinion as an American, guys. But I think Osama bin Laden, bad dude. Bad guy. I think he was a bad guy. Yeah, I know. I'm brave for saying that. Brave for saying that. I know. Brave American patriot. Yeah. Yeah. Uh I was like, good job killing a random person, and they said, yeah, yeah. Also thank you, Squill Phil. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Yeah. Pray for Israel. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Yeah. Guys, do you mind if I do a prayer real quick? Welcome in, first time chat. You mind if I do a prayer real quick, guys? I know not everyone here is Christian. I just want to do a prayer. Okay? Let's all bow our heads. Gay Jesus. If you and your gay homeboys, your polycule of your 12 hottest homeboys, that you called your 12 disciples, if you can hear us right now, can you protect our stream from evil homophobes and transphobes trying to do us bad? Gay Jesus, gay men. Thank you for thank you guys for bowing your head in prayer with me. Thank you guys for really thank you guys for Jesus. Yeah, gay men. Gay men. Gay men, Chad. Gay men. I rebuke this energy. Nah, I rebuke you. I rebuke you for rebuking this energy. Okay? I pray to gay Jesus. Okay? I pray to gay Jesus and lesbian Tigral God. Okay? Yes. Protect us from J.K. Rowling. May J.K. Rowling not see one of my tweets. Yeah, may J.K. Rowling forever avoid my channel. May she never find me. Yeah. Yeah. Hallelujah. Thank you. I'm not gay, but that was funny. Yeah, you don't have to be gay to find that funny. You don't have to be gay to find gay men funny. Gay men, guys, let me just say, I know a few gay men that are pretty funny. Gay men, hallelujah. Gay men. Honestly, next time I go to a drag show, when the performers finish, I'm gonna be like, gay men! I'm gonna start clapping. I'm gonna be like, gay men, hallelujah! Start clapping. People are gonna look at me and be like, Did she just say gay men? And then it'll be like, yeah. I'm praying for you. It better be the gay Jesus. I don't want you to pray to straight Jesus for me. Like if you could pray to gay Jesus for me, that'd be great. Yeah. But chicken butt. Yeah. 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 Jesus turns water into wine coolers. No, guys. Everyone knows the story. Okay, gay Jesus. Okay, he came to the gay bar. All they had was water, and he turned them into vodka sodas. Thank you, gay Jesus. Thank you, gay Jesus, for turning water into vodka sodas. Thank you, gay Jesus. Thank you, gay Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gay Jesus. Gay Jesus for the win. Guys, W gay Jesus. Also, thank you for the hiding, Ed. Thank you. Yeah, so shout out to gay Jesus. Shout out to gay Jesus and the woke Pope. Really big fan of the woke Pope. Yeah, the woke Pope Leo, the woke, as they're calling him, said, yeah, we're gonna pray to gay Jesus now. Catholic Church is changing, you guys. Catholic Church is changing. But don't think they're ever gonna put a woman in charge. Okay, we're never gonna have a woke. Okay, we might have a woke. Okay, a woke pope, but never a woke, never a woman pope. It's like women, ew, gross. No, I like women. I'm a woman, so the woke agenda, aka not be gaping holes. What do you mean the woke agenda? The woke agenda. Honestly, sometimes I want to get I wonder if they make a calendar out there that's called the woke agenda, you know, and they just put like every single Pride event on the calendar. That'd actually be a great idea. If you were a gay bar or like a gay community center, at the start of every year, print out have like a bunch of calendars and call it like the gay agenda and put every single event that you're having that year on the calendar. That's a good ass idea. Also thank you, Gavi, welcome in, first time chatter, welcome in. What is happening? We're talking about the gay agenda right now. Talking about the gay agenda, maybe global world domination. You could qualify for being the Pope. Maybe I could, chat. Maybe I should go into maybe I should become a Catholic priest. And then I should become the first woman Pope. But also I'd be the woke Pope. I'd be the woke and the woke. And the woke. I'd be the double woke. Woke woman Pope. The woke woman Pope. That'd be something. How many surgeries? I've had no surgeries. When did you start transitioning? I started transitioning like 6.5 years ago. I've been on hormones for 5.5 years. Vote Zoe for Pope. That's not how it works. You have to be a cardinal in order to vote for, you have to be a bishop. It's like all the bishops come together and they vote for a pope. And then they keep voting until someone gets the majority. Oh my god, you donated how much money? Also, Jay, thank you for the $5.
Jaden Ilby donated $5. Do you want to live in Rome, though?
Actually, the Pope doesn't live in Rome. The Pope lives in Vatican City, which is its own country. So, technically, if I was the Lope, I wouldn't be living in Rome. I'd be living in Vatican City, which is its own country. It's actually one of the smallest countries in the world. Wow. You need Christ in your life? I just prayed to gay Jesus earlier. Okay, you kind of missed on that part. You're like, oh, you need Jesus in your life. Yeah, I just prayed to gay Jesus. Like, what do you mean? Some people need to watch the full streams. Some people come in and they say things, but they don't have the full context of the stream. They don't know that I was... Oh my God, you donated how much money? Goddamn, you rich as hell. Thank you, Jay, for the $5.
Jaden Ilby donated $5. Do you want to live next to Rome then?
I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I don't see why living next to Rome would be bad. Fucking pasta, pizza. E gelato. I fucking love gelato. I hate how gelato's so expensive, though. Why is gelato so much more expensive than ice cream? It's like, okay, it has a bit more eggs in it. Why is it so much more expensive, though? Like making gelato and ice cream is almost like the same process. The difference is gelato just has more eggs in it. That's the only difference. Why does it cost more, though? I feel like it's because it's like, oh, it's an Italian thing, you know, and they like mark up the price because of it. If you don't mind me asking, how old were you when you transitioned? I started transitioning at 18. Oh my God, you donated how much money? Goddamn, you rich as hell. 2 weeks, so.
Jaden Ilby donated $5. What about the hat? Are you really going to wear that headgear?
The head? Yeah. You guys don't think the Pope hat rocks? The Pope hat fucks. Okay, I like the Pope's big hat, bro. It makes him look like the bishop on the chessboard. It's kind of like, yeah. No, American ice cream is plastic. That's literally... I mean, it depends on where you go in the US, but some ice creams... Like, if you get, like, a lower quality ice cream at the grocery store, technically it's not ice cream. It usually is, like, labeled frozen dessert because it doesn't have enough heavy cream in it to be considered ice cream legally by the FDA. So they have to label it, like, frozen dessert or, like, frozen treat rather than, like, ice cream. That's why sometimes, like, shittier ice cream in America tastes more like... more icy, because it has less fat in it. You look like Trump's wife. How do you guys know I'm not Melania? I could be Melania. I can't do her accent, dude. Dog. Donald Trump hates immigrants so much, but he literally got one sleeping in bed next to him. Actually, they don't share a bed. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, they definitely don't share a bed. No way they share a bed. Okay, no way. No, I would be surprised if I found out Trump and Melania shared a bed together. I'd be like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way, dude. Yeah. The basic ice cream is made from several powdered flavors and mixing natural ingredients as well. Do you guys... I don't think you guys know the difference between ice cream and gelato. Like, ice cream is made with more cream. Gelato is made with more eggs. That's why gelato, like, if you get, like, a vanilla gelato, it's a lot yellower. Because it uses more egg yolks. Whereas ice cream uses more cream. That's why ice cream is a little more icy. Because it has higher water content in it. I don't think he hates immigrants. He's just following the immigration laws in it. What do you mean? I don't think Trump hates immigrants. First time chatter coming in here. I don't think Trump hates immigrants. Have you listened to anything he's ever said? For the past 10 years, have you listened to a single word that's come out of his mouth? Dog, literally day one, he ran in 2016. Like day one, he announced his election. He was like, "These immigrants, they suck." Who said that day one? I'm saying like that's like why people voted for Trump, because they were like, "Yeah, I hate these immigrants too." Like what do you mean? Trump doesn't hate immigrants. Bro, he's the guy who built a wall. He was like, too many immigrants are coming over and I hate that. We're going to build a wall. Which, honestly, we don't need a wall on our southern border. What we need, wall on our northern border. These Canadians, they come over. They come over and they say, oh, sorry about that. Oh, yeah. They go, oh, yeah, you betcha. Get them out of here. No, I'm joking. Canadians, I like Canadians, guys. I like Canadians. Yeah. Trump hates anything that isn't Donald. That's truest words I've ever heard. Truest words I've ever heard. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so wonder if your father. No, my father's pretty chill. My dad's pretty cool. Um yeah. See, whenever people hate on immigration, or like especially Mexican immigration, I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like the Mexican immigrants. I don't know. Like I live in California, right? I live in Southern California, okay? And like I like taco stands, guys. If we could have more taco stand, if more immigrants means more taco stands, that sounds like a pretty good trade-off to me. Um yeah. Um uh oh, bro. I hate talking about Trump because then the most annoying chatters ever come into my chat and say, actually I like Trump. Actually, he's the greatest man ever. And I love sucking him off. I love giving him dirty sloppy toppy. And actually, I think it's cool that he's in the Epstein files. It shows that he was able to socialize and get around and was popular with other people. Um and actually, these immigrants, we should just burn them. It's like, okay, dude. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Would love to visit City Tacos one day. What do you mean, City Taco? What, huh? But yeah, I like tacos. Bro, see, I'm a fan of immigration because it means we get better food. Look, I'm just saying, the best thing about America is the food. And the reason America's food is so good is because we have so many different immigrants and fucking different cultures in the US. And then they combine and they're like, what if we put Korean barbecue in a taco? What if we put Texas barbecue in a bao bun? And you get shit like that and you're like, yeah, this this is why we're the best country. um yeah. Um yeah. But yeah. Um yeah. But I don't think like I don't know. People always are like immigration, blah, 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 blah. And it's like I don't see immigration as a bad thing, you know. Like, America is a country that was built on immigration, you know? Some forcibly brought here. But also, too, immigration is good for economies. Obviously, you have to control immigration too. Um, but I feel like the issue with American immigration, per se, is that we have gutted the American immigration system and made it extremely hard to come here legally. So then it forces people to come here illegally. And then we turn into criminalizing the people that they came here illegally because we've made it so hard to go through the legal route of coming here legally because we've slashed judges, we've slashed immigration attorney, we've slashed like we've made it harder to get green cards, all this stuff where it's like it used to be you could just walk across the border and like apply. I'm talking like in the 1800s, like way earlier, right? And obviously, there's always been targets of immigration in the U.S. I mean, there was like the Chinese immigration laws. There's like Michigan border stuff for so long. It's like I don't know, and it's like I feel like my great 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 grandparents were immigrants, right? So were probably most of yours, right? So, and I feel like most people, like probably 99% of people that are coming to the US are coming to build a better life for themselves, right? And those are people you want in your country. You want people who are going to be hardworking individuals who want to support a family, who will add to the economy, who will pay in taxes, who will work hard, like who are good people, right? So, yeah. Um, yeah. How do you watch on Twitch on an iPhone? You have to download the Twitch app. Um, uh, yeah. Um, Legally though? Yeah, but I'm saying the issue with like, look, I want people to come to the US legally too. But the US over the past 30 to 40 years has gutted the federal agencies and the judges that and made it harder for people to come here legally, which then leads to people coming here illegally because they say, well, I'm trying to make a better life for myself. The only way I can go is if I overstay my visa. Or there are so many people that come here legally. Most of the people that come to the US come here legally on visas or green cards, but there's barely any immigration lawyers anymore, and ICE agents are snatching people at their fucking immigration like when they go in for like their immigration court cases, right? No, they are not. They are. You can look at the numbers. Um, Most people that come here are people that came here and overstayed visas. Whether they came here for like work visas or what other or like education visas. And in order to renew a visa, it's a long process. They are not legally allowed to deport them if they have a visa. Yes. But we have gutted the system that gives out visas and that renews visas. So then people are stuck on year-long waiting list to renew their visa. But if you're waiting to renew a visa and you're already here and you've already built a life here, it's not like you're going to go back to a country that you've haven't lived in fucking 10 years. Right? Like it's an issue. Immigration in the US, it's touted as like a like black and white, oh, people should just stop coming here illegally. But it's a bureaucracy issue. Um we have gutted and made it harder for people from anywhere to get green cards, visas, anything like that, right? Um yeah. Um because over the past 40 years, one of the targets, one of the political targets in America has been immigrants, right? Um, it's easier to poke down at people that are lower on the totem pole because they don't have as much uh, money or political strength to fight back, right? It's also too, it's like if you're here on a visa, right? Like you can poke down at immigrants because immigrants can't vote. Until you're a citizen, you can't vote. So, um, um, so yeah, yeah. How are you today? I'm good. I'm good. Isn't everyone in America an immigrant unless you're a Native American? Yes, yes. Um, this is true. Um, yeah. But that's my thoughts on immigration. Um, can you answer my question? Okay, if the Democrat Party is so mad Trump deporting people, then why aren't they upset about Obama deporting people? Um, I am upset about that. Yeah, Obama was not great on immigration either, nor was Biden. Biden carried
You're
over a lot of
nice.
the Trump era policies from 2016 to 2020. Biden was not good on immigration either, nor was Obama, nor was George Bush, nor was Bill Clinton, okay? Nor was George Bush Sr. Okay? You are nice. Thank you. Thank you for the $2. Um yeah. Uh yeah. Um exactly. So why are we getting upset about Trump's decisions? Look, I can be upset about Obama's immigration and Trump's immigration policies too. I don't like either of their immigration policies. Okay? Yeah, just because I voted Democrat in the last election does not mean I agree with Kamala Harris on every single policy. I think Kamala Harris would have had dog shit foreign policy because she was following the Biden and Obama era foreign policy. Um, and she also talked about, oh, being strong on the border, which is like, okay, right? You can sit here and say Obama this, Obama that. Obama's not the president right now. Trump is. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah. So, yeah. The economy has been better in the past 2 years than it has under Biden. If you're going off the stock market, sure. but the stock market is not the economy as a whole. Unemployment is higher under Trump. Gas prices are higher under Trump. Inflation's higher under Trump. Uh, Food prices are higher under Trump. Like, it's the everyday economy for everyday working Americans is not better under Trump. It's worse under Trump. The economy is only better under Trump if you're someone that has a lot of money invested in the stock market and or you already have a lot of assets, right? I think Trump's America works for the people that already own a lot of things, right? Which for boomers is okay. But for younger generations that are just starting out, that haven't even had time to build up anything, it's near impossible to buy a house. Or fucking, it's hard to save when most of your money is going towards rent and food, right? Essentials that you need. Also, thank you, Did ATP. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Also, too, Trump has been bad on foreign policy, too. Like, he's gotten us into trade wars with his dumb tariffs, which he's been forced to repeal those by the courts, but yet, where's my refund? You know? Companies that get refunds. Yeah, he's made our deficit go up. Like, Trump is not a good president. He's not a good president. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Republicans are supposed to be the party of fiscal responsibility. But look at what he's doing. Yeah, the Republicans say they're the party of fiscal responsibility and minimizing government overreach, but every single time they're in power, they increase the deficit and they extend government overreach. Yeah. If you want my real opinion, I don't like. I definitely hate Trump and the Republicans. Yes. I also hate a lot of the Democrats. A lot of the Democrats get elected and they do nothing and sit on their ass and say, oh, we can't do anything. And they do nothing to help regular American people. And then when they get back in power, they say, oh, we can't do things to help the American people. That'd be too hard. That'd be too difficult. Yeah. So, yeah. And also, over the years, the Democrats have moved farther right. So, um, yeah. Quick question: do you have a Blahaj now? I don't even know if I can say I'm like a real. Um, yeah. What's your level of education? I have a bachelor's in media studies. Study of media. And I almost minored in political science and history. One class away from getting a minor in both, but I was like, I'm not going back for another semester just to take one class so I can get a minor on my degree. So, but yes. Like Rowlet in the background, thank you. Third party up and coming. See, a third party would never work in the US and has never really worked in the US because the way the US's governmental system is set up, it's set up in a way that favors a two-party system. Um, Mostly because of the Senate, right? Usually you'll have third-party candidates that can win in like the House. Um, but the Senate requires you to have more than 50%. So it requires you to have 50 votes if you have the vice president. It requires you to have 51 votes to get anything done. Um, which obviously that favors a two-party system. Because if you have 100 seats and you need 51 people to pass it, it's going to favor a two-party system. Because it's not majority and there's no coalition forming. And like people say, oh, third party, but for the most of the like US's history, there's been a two-party system. Um, and sometimes there's third parties that rise up in the US. And obviously there's been multiple party shifts throughout US history, but the way the US system is set up with like the electoral college as
Oh
well.
hell nah boy, what DAFVCKKKK?
Yeah. Leads to a two-party system. You had to pay $2 to send that. That's rough. We had a system that was on a spectrum. Yeah. But you can vote third party and make the president a lame duck for the last 2 years of his term. Not quite. Because obviously third parties can lean. Obviously, if you're a third party candidate or independent candidate, the issue with third party candidates is usually they lean right or left, which then ends up splitting either Republican, like we're splitting Republican votes, or splitting Democrat votes, which then leads to whoever they're trying to get votes from, right? So if you have like a Green Party candidate, right? Let's say you had an independent candidate and a Democrat that were running that had relatively similar positions that were both on the left. They're gonna, and let's say they have fairly like similar, let's say like the regular establishment Democrat gets like 38% of the vote, okay? And the third party candidate gets 10, right? Together, if the independent candidate dropped out, it would have been 48% of the vote, right? Or I guess better like having an independent candidate always leads to whoever you're more allied with kind of like disenfranchising them, because we don't have ranked choice voting in this country. We have majority win. Some places you need more than 50%, but which leads to like runoff elections, but that's a whole, yeah. And it's like, I think a third party, the way the US's system is set up, it doesn't favor a third party. It favors two parties. Right. She's literally not wearing any makeup. I'm wearing makeup. What are your pronouns? She, her. Where am I from? Where am I from? Yeah. Where am I from? A mix of North Carolina and California. Spent like 10 years in California and like 14 in North Carolina. So that's where I'm from. But I'm also from Antarctica. Born and raised Antarctic native. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Um, added to the block term. Thank you for adding that to the block term. Yo, can we get a W pinballer? W pinballer? W my mob pinballer. Yeah, pretty American girls, always the prettiest. Yeah, America does have very pretty women, I will say. I will say. Yeah. Yeah. Why are your hands so small? Because there's another thing that's small. Hope that helps. Hope that helps. I'm from Texas. Yeah. Okay, that was a little offensive. Okay, that was a little mean. That was a little mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my Texans in chat. Sorry to all my Texans. Ever come to Cali? Yeah, well, I live here. Yeah. Why don't you reply to me? Well, let's see what you said. Sometimes I say, why don't you reply to me? You've sent 3 messages in chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's multiple other people chatting in chat. I can't read every message, chatter. Were you on Kill Tony? No. I would never go on Kill Tony. I would never go on a Talentless Hacks show, you know? I'd never go on like I'd never go on that man's show. He's not even funny. Like, how do you have a comedy show and you ain't even funny? It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. Like, people, I feel like people only watch Kill Tony because other funny comedians go on. Like Tony. Like, Tony Hinchcliffe is not funny. Like, never told a funny joke. But then he just has funny comedians that are funny on Kill Tony because, like, obviously it's a large platform. But, so people go on there to get their names out. Yeah. I'm only part Texan. My dad's from Texas and my mom's from Georgia. So, do you live in Texas? Because I feel like it doesn't matter which state your parents are from. What do you use for your webcam? I use a Sony A7 Mark III with the Sony, believe it is a f4 18 to 105 zoom lens. And then I have a bloom filter on it. So that's what gives it like the softer look, I guess. Yeah. Lipstick and mascara, please. I have mascara on, and I have a matte lipstick on that. I have a matte lipstick on that matches my like lip color. I don't like to wear like super like colorful lipsticks. Usually if I wear a lipstick, it's like a matte color or just like a like lip gloss that matches my actual lip color. Which is more of like a pinky nude color. First time in my life seeing a real transgender. How's it feel, chatter? Interesting. That's the thing. I don't really think about it that much, but being like a trans content creator, I am like a lot of people's like first interaction they ever have with like a trans person. You know? Yeah. My hair is long and curly, never stays silky and smooth. I mean, that's everyone's hair is different, so This is just how my hair is. Yeah. You get really low engagement, really low engagement, on your long form content. Um, well, on my videos on my main channel, I think it's because most of the people that are subscribed to me on my like main channel are subscribed for my like shorts and or for my live streams. Um, and like I don't know. I feel like too with YouTube's algorithm, it takes a while to get pushed in. Like I feel like I haven't found like a thumbnail style that really works for me. So I've been experimenting with different kinds of thumbnails recently. Um and also too, I guess like long form videos. Like it's more about building up a catalog so when one video finally pops off, it gets recommended to other people. Um I think I just haven't built up like a viewer base that watches my YouTube channel for like my YouTube channel, like my longer YouTube channel videos. Like they're here for my shorts or for like my live streams. Which is good because then they do check out my live videos, but um like yeah. Um like I do have an average like in terms of my view duration, I have low average views on my like main channel videos, but I have high retention and watch time. The difference is I have low click through rate, which means it's an issue with thumbnail and titling, which is something I'm trying to sort out right now. But like, I'll get there eventually. So just got to find out what works for me. It's kind of like content creation is just throwing stuff at the wall until you find something that kind of sticks. And then figuring out how to do that again, um, or like re kind of like um um yeah um it puts lotion on its skin. Well, yeah, because I am a reptile. I'm actually a reptile here to turn everyone transgender and like yeah. Also, welcome in, Ronnie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Rampon. Is like a ramp to put in like a tamp. Like what the hell is a rampon? Um. Yeah. To me, it's everyday life. Like people who never met us. Yeah. Um. Yeah. 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 Um. Stand up, please. No, no, no. I don't want to do any stand up tonight. Feel like I've already told enough jokes. You know, I've already told. Hi, how's it going? Welcome in, Ivy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Shout out to you. Shout out to my Twitch viewers. Shout out. How long have you been trans? Well, I came out at 18. And I turned 25 in like 2 weeks. So I've been out for like 6.5 years. Um, and then in terms of like when did I start hormones? About 5.5 years ago. Stand up comic night? Yeah. What about a comic? What, are we talking like comic books? Yeah, I read those from time to time. I love The Walking Dead. I love the Walking Dead show sucks ass. Okay? The Walking Dead comics, on the other hand, cinema. Cinema. Um 19 months on HRT. That's awesome. Swag for you, Ella. Um uh yeah. Um yeah. You have mental issues. Yeah, I know. That's why I've spent a lot of time in therapy, chatter. Yeah, y'all say, oh, you have mental issues like it's a bad thing. Yeah, a lot of people have mental issues. Yeah. We got one in the White House. Are you happy with your boob size? Interesting question, but yeah, I like my tits. They're like C cups, so yeah. Skater, hey Pappy, just switched from YouTube. First time checking out the stream. Well, welcome in, first time chatter. Glad you're here. We love a first time chatter. Yeah. Yeah. So do you still have a dick? When YouTube chatters ask me if I still have a dick, why? You want to suck it? Like what? Why? I love your nose. Thank you. Yeah. Are there rates for BPD the same in trans women on HRT? I have no idea. I don't have BPD. I got bipolar though, but that's genetic. Like I would have bipolar whether I transitioned or not. So yeah, so um what does it matter you're hot? See, that's what I think. I think, who cares what I am? Also, thank you, Skater, for the follow on Twitch. It's like, who cares if I'm a man or a woman or a trans woman? Who cares? I'm hot. I'm hot, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's W. W. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. Did you talk to Charlie Kirk? The Kirkster? No, I have not. I have not talked. I've not talked to the Kirkster. Holy shit! Was not expecting that to be the sound. Oh yeah, my follower sound on Twitch is a fart sound effect. Yeah, that like fart sound effect that y'all heard wasn't me farting. That was my Twitch follower sound effect. Looking beautiful, sound intelligent. Yeah, I'm pretty intelligent. I have like an IQ of like 5. That's pretty cool. Willow, thank you for the raid, massive raid. Holy moly, holy moly. Shout out Willow. She's a very cool, awesome streamer. She has a bunch of cool ass animals. Welcome in first time chatters, okay? Welcome in raiders, okay? If you're new here, I'm Pappy the First. I'm epic, gay, woke, transgender, Fortnite Battle Pass, I'd be shitting out my ass. I pray to gay Jesus, gay men. But welcome in everybody. Welcome in. Hopefully y'all came in. Also, Pinball, thank you for the gifted sub to Willow. What were you streaming tonight? Girly Pop, what were you streaming tonight? What were you streaming tonight? I'm curious. Thank you, Kismet, and thank you, IT, for the follow. IT. IT, and you came from a trans streamer's raid. IT. Sounds like IT person. Trans. Connection. IT. Trans people. I was playing Power World. Yo. W. Honestly, I've never played Power World, but like when Power World first came out, I was watching a lot of streamers play Power World. Okay, mostly Will Neff, but big W. Yeah, because didn't the full release of Power World like just come out? Come out? What is it? Gay now? Oh, they're making the pals gay now. But thank you, Expeditious Mallard. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. You guys know a mallard is a type of duck. Mallard. Mallard. Amoros of Frost, or Amor of Frost, Amor of Storms. God damn, I can't read, guys. Dyslexia, the dyslexia, the dyslexia, yeah, dyslexia haver, dyslexia user. You have pretty thick skin dealing with the haters. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad because whenever I go to the doctor, you know, they try to shove needles in me to like give me vaccines, you know, to like make me gay and transgender. And they're like, "Oh my god, your skin's too thick. We can't even put it in you. Like, your skin's like 5 millimeter. Your skin's like 5 inches thick. Like, we can't possibly treat you like with the gay and transgender vaccines." And I'm like, oh, goodness gracious, you know? It's just hard. It's one of those things of being a trans content creator they don't tell you about. Because you grow really thick skin and it's like, it's hard, you know? It is kind of nice though, I never get cut anymore. Like if I fall, I have such thick skin, it's just like a chunk out of like my skin. Ducks are cute though, even though they have corkscrew peepees. Yeah, you know why they have those, right? Ducks are messed up animals. Okay, you want to talk about messed up animals? Ducks are messed up. Okay. How's your night going? It's going pretty good tonight. Do you have any tips for facial hair? Not really, no, because I transitioned before I ever developed facial hair. So, hey, like people ask me questions about that, and then I'm like, I feel bad because I like can't give advice on that. Like the one trans thing I can't give advice on. But I guess every trans person's journey is different. Wow, isn't that so wholesome, guys? Isn't that so? Zoe not having the courage to crash out at the transphobes, I respect it. Yeah, I don't crash out at them, I dunk on them. I say, "Oh, you passed me the ball?" And then I slam dunk on them, and they're like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! She pissed on me!" Okay, some people are into getting pissed on. I'm not gonna point fingers at who likes that. But like, I'm just saying there are people out there that do like that, you know, and I don't, you know. You have such a cute face card though. Thank you, Dubster. Are you like Dubster? Like, hold up. I hear Dubster and I think of like dubstep and I go, I don't know. I was like trying to be a DJ, guys. Do you guys think I could be a good DJ? I think I could be a good DJ. I would have one of those DJ shows that's like if you were to show it to a Victorian child, they would like die. They'd be like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. They'd have like an epileptic seizure because there'd be so many lights and loud noises and like just wild stuff. Sometimes I see clips of raves and I'm like I don't even know what's going on. And then they always have like some crazy animation on like the big jumbo screen behind them. And I'm like to me as a Gen Zer, okay, someone that like was part of was like seeing brain rot and stuff. It like and it's been on their phone. I've been on my phone my whole life. Like I'm like, oh, what's going on? I genuinely think you are one of the most beautiful humans I've ever seen. Okay, that's not true. Natalie Portman exists. Should I say any more? Yeah, Natalie Portman exists. Anne Hathaway exists. SZA exists. Like what? Like, I'm not the prettiest woman. I'm like one of the prettiest women. I'm not the prettiest woman, you know? The prettiest woman, yeah, that'll be my future. That'll be my future girlfriend. But then, like, if I end up in like a straight relationship, then that joke kind of would be like 9/11. Didn't land. Okay, um, let's dive into the Southern accent. Yeah, what about my Southern accent? I'm from the South. Yeah, I'm from the South. I guess you could say I don't mind going down under. But that's like a more of like a Southern Hemisphere, like an Australian joke. Um, the prettiest woman is a woman. Yo, true, true, true. Yo, prettiest women alive are women, guys. Um, what a beauty. Thank you, first time chatter. Inferior pianist. Why are you inferior? Why are you like inferior pianist? You know, why can't you be a goated pianist? I feel like you need a little more self confidence, first time chatter. I feel like you gotta pump up with yeah. I feel like you gotta get you look like a woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Uh, yes. I dated a trans girl who wore diapers. Thank you for sharing, YouTube chatter. Thank you. I always appreciate the YouTube chatter comments, you know. Um, you had a trans girlfriend that wore diapers. Cool, cool. I mean, if they're consenting adults, you can do whatever. So, not my I not what I'm into, but other people are into it. I feel like the other chat I can't see on something like Kirk. Yeah. No, I have I dual stream on YouTube and Twitch. So sometimes I look over at YouTube chat. But for the most part I try to read Twitch chat cuz Twitch chat is better. Cuz Twitch chat's funnier, hotter. Like, fun fact, did you guys know this? If you chat in my Twitch chat at Peppy the First live on Twitch, actually you actually become a better, well-rounded, hotter, more attractive, funnier person. Like, in that it's also my pinned comment leads to my Twitch channel, which is crazy that like that's how that works. That just by watching and chatting in one chatter stream, you get not only funnier, but you also get hotter and cooler, and everyone begins to like you, and everyone texts you and says, "Can we hang out?" I feel like a much more swag aura coming from your general direction. I know, right? Yeah, Ella's a longtime viewer. I mean, she knows that like the aura and swag you get from watching a Pappy the First stream is like undeniable. It's truly game changing. Do you like anime? Occasionally. What color are the nails painted? They're purple. Purple. Just like just like I don't know, I'm trying to think of things that are purple. Flowers? My nipple? Yeah. So yeah. Hi, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good. We're doing good, YouTube chat. Yeah. What would you do if you didn't have a great hairline? I'd go bald. Okay, if I didn't have a good hairline, if I'm gonna be honest, if I ever started balding, I'd go full bald. Like, look, I'm not a wimp. I'm not a wimp, okay? If I were balding, I'd go bald. I'd go bald, okay? Your hair is gorgeous tonight, by the way. Thank you. I feel like I'd look good bald. I feel like I'd rock a bald look. See, what I would do, like, honestly, if I were to lose, like, all my hair, like, if I were to have cancer or something like that, and, like, I went through chemotherapy and, like, lost my hair, I would gladly shave it all off, and I'd just have, like, 7 different wigs to choose from. Every single time I would want a different look, I'd be like, let me pull out a different wig. I'd have different colors, I'd have different styles. I'd become a wig girly, okay? I'd have different lengths, okay? I would be like some people they lose their hair and they like have a go-to like wig or style or color that they keep with. I'd be switching it up every single day, okay? I'd be switching it up all the time. How did the streamathon go? I never did a streamathon. I did a 24-hour stream. And the 24-hour stream went great. I'm still working on the video though. Yeah. 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 But like I'd be rocking blonde wigs. I'd be rocking like dark like black wigs. I'd be rocking red like 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 ginger wigs. I'd be rocking like wigs with highlights, okay? Wigs with like crazy fucking shapes. I'd be like, have you ever seen Bridgerton? Have you ever seen Bridgerton and like the wigs Queen Charlotte wears? Those are the types of wigs I'd be wearing if I went bald. Okay? Like if I went bald, I'd be wearing well, like Queen Charlotte wigs. Queen Charlotte wigs. Okay? Like I'd be hold up. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Okay? I'd be wearing wigs like this, okay? Every single episode. Okay, every single episode of Bridgerton. I watch Bridgerton not for the romance. I watch it to see what crazy ass wig is Queen Charlotte gonna wear in this episode. Okay? Bro, she literally be wearing like crazy ass wigs every single episode. And it's sick as fuck. It's sick as fuck, okay? If I had wigs, if I had wigs, I'd be wearing that all the time. What do you mean? You know? Natural hair is nice and all, but wearing cool ass wigs would also be like sick AF. Brunettes have fun too. Yeah, I'm brunette. So, yeah. Also too, like with the different hair colors, you could like switch up what makeup you're doing, right? If you were like always switching wigs, you could be like, you know what? I want to wear a ginger wig today, and I'm gonna do like a blue eyeshadow and like a rosy like blush and like a pinker lip, you know? And that would work. But then you could be like, okay, I actually want to wear like a like straight long like dark like deep bluish black wig. And you could be like, yeah, I'm going to rock like black eyeshadow. You know, you could switch it up. Do you like boys? No, but I do like men. I do like men. I don't like boys. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. I only like dating people that are older than me. I guess I'd say like I'd be fine with dating someone that's like 1 to 2 years younger than me, so like 23. Pretty much if you're between the ages of 23 and like 36, that's like the range that I date in age-wise. as a brunette, I get creepy attention from older guys I don't want all the time. That's not just a brunette thing. That's a woman thing. Yeah. You should rewrite that and say, as a woman, I get creepy attention from old guys that I don't want all the time. That's yep. Yeah, I've had some weird interactions with old dudes. I think one of the weirdest interactions I've ever had with an old guy. I was just walking to like my local park, get some fresh air, okay? Get some fresh air. And this older guy, standing outside a diner, is like watching me the whole time, like as I'm walking down the sidewalk. He's just standing there. And like as I finally get closer to them, he's like, "You're tall for a woman. I like that in bed." Okay, dude. You're like 65. You're like 65 and 5'4". And you don't look too good. I'm sorry, you don't have a chance. Okay? Transhuman, transhumanity, thank you for the follow on Twitch. But I'm like, you know, it's like you can give a compliment without being weird and creepy. For me, the weird part was he was like, I like tall women in bed. That's where I was like, dog, I'm not gonna sleep with you. You're a random stranger on the street. You're a random stranger on the street. Okay? I bet you think you can get pregnant. YouTube chatter. What if I did get pregnant? That'd actually be such a funny fucking bit. Oh my fucking god. What if for the next 9 months I got a pregnant belly, and like each week I slowly made it go up in size to like trick people. That would have to be like the longest gaslighting, like dumbest stream ever. But I think it would be so funny. It would be so funny, and it mostly like, because I feel like viewers would get kind of tired of the bit. They'd be like, "Oh, you've been doing this for 9 months now." But like the first time chatters that are transphobic that come in here would be so confused. Because they'd come in here, I would just be like, "Yeah, I'm a trans guy." They'd be so lost. They'd be like, "Yeah, I actually use he, him pronouns." And they'd be like, That'd be funny. That'd be funny. How tall are you? 7'12". Yeah, I'm 7 foot 7'12". You're beautiful, thank you. You never know, with technology advancing, it could be possible one day. Yeah. I mean, they've started doing uterine transplants for cis women, so. But I don't think I want to get pregnant. See, that's one thing about being trans where I'm like, I don't have to deal with the pregnancy scare. I don't have to deal with having sex with like a guy one time and like a one night stand and being like, and then being like a couple weeks later being like, uh-oh. That's something I don't have to worry about that. And I'm glad. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. I never wanted kids for some reason. Yeah. But some trans women would absolutely love that. Yeah. Yeah. Introverted in person, but when I'm chatting, I get along with most people. I'm extroverted in real life, guys. Guys, not only do I like talking to people on the internet, strangers on the internet, I also like talking to strangers in real life. Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Also, thank you, Trans Knight. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Big W, big W. Yeah. You need to get your mods in check. My mods in check. most of my modding is done by an auto mod. I have Stream Elements auto mod for me. I have a lot of banned words and phrases. And I do that not because like sometimes it does flag viewers on YouTube chat that meant nothing wrong, that are like good chatters. But I have a very strict auto mod on YouTube, simply because some of the things people say on YouTube is very bad. And I am one person, and I cannot solely moderate a chat of 231 people. So that is why I have a strict auto mod. Because the auto mod catches a lot of things that I don't catch because I can't read every single chat message. So that's why. Yeah. That's why they've been timing me out for no reason. Yeah, and I'm sorry that that's happened, you know. Yeah. Like sometimes it just times people out. So I'm sorry that happened, but I'm not gonna change the auto mod. Just simply because it's not like I much prefer having the auto mod, you know. Sometimes it catches people that meant nothing by it, that meant nothing wrong, you know. Interesting hearing the YouTube chatters versus the Twitch chatters. Very different world. Oh, very different indeed. Very different indeed, chatter. See, YouTube chatters, it's like 50-50. Okay? Because some YouTube chatters, they come in and they're nice and they're actually here to watch the stream. And then other people come in here and they're like, transgender, you're a man. Okay? And that's cool. I was a man at one point. You still think I'm a man. I guess you find men attractive then, you know. So good for you. Congratulations on being gay. Happy, why are you so good looking right now? Honestly, because I wanted to get done up tonight. I was like, my hair was looking good. I was feeling good. I cleaned my house today. And I was like, I just want to feel good tonight. So I was like, let me get super dressed up tonight. Yeah. I was a woman in a man's body before I transitioned. Yeah, I mean, every trans person views their gender differently. But for me, I'm like, yeah, like, sure, I was in the closet, but like, I mean, like, I went through the world putting on, I guess, like a, like, costume or, like, yeah. 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 You have better hair than I. I do have really good hair though. Shout out. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I have good hair, obviously partly because genetics. But I have good hair because I use really good ass hair products, okay? Because my half sister is a hairdresser, okay? And my half sister put me onto this brand called Kevin Murphy. Yeah, you know how when you like go to a hair salon and you're like, wow, my hair, and like you get your hair cut and it looks so good. Part of that is one, because they styled it, but two, because they use better like shampoo and conditioner that actually moisturizes your hair. Like the stuff you buy at the grocery store has a lot of additives in it, and oftentimes will make your hair more oily, and doesn't actually moisturize it because it has like other stuff in it. So I use a brand called Kevin Murphy. I use their shampoo, conditioner, and like their hair oil. And my hair has always looked good, but like now my hair looks really good. It's also too, it's like the better hair care products you use, the better health it keeps your hair. And like, let me tell you, that's like my trick. Because, like, in terms of styling my hair, I really actually don't do all that much. Takes balls to do what you're doing. Yeah, it does take balls to be a trans woman. I'd agree with that, Chatter. I'd agree with that. Yeah. I asked my boyfriend if you were pretty, and he said yes. I get used to that line. Also, Pinballer, thank you for the gifted sub to Ella. Very, very big W. W Bush? No, thank you. 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 Joke's on you. I don't have balls. I deleted them. Balls. I hardly know her. Okay, cornball. Is this Dean Withers? Yes, I'm Dean Withers and I transition. Anyone want to call in from a bathtub right now? Dog, the Dean Withers bathtub shit is so funny. I think that Dean Withers gets trolled all the time and it's so funny. I don't even watch Dean Withers like that. I just get the videos of him getting trolled on my fucking TikTok For You page. When, like, the one girl that, like, comes in and starts singing We Are Charlie Kirk to him, that shit is so funny. That shit's never not funny. Yeah. I would smash like a burger. Yeah, I like smash burgers too, Chatter. I like smash burgers too. Kevin Murphy, I'm definitely gonna go Google that. Yes. The one thing I will say with Kevin Murphy products, they are expensive. Okay? I'm gonna put that out there. I use Kevin Murphy like hair products, and let me tell you, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. For like I think it's like, I don't know if it's a 10 or a 12-ounce bottle, but it's like $60. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap, but it works really great. So, yeah. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Hair care routine. I wash my hair in the shower, and then I do conditioner on the ends. And then when I get out of the shower, I blow dry it a tiny bit. And then when it's still wet, I rub like hair oil through the ends of my hair. And then from there, I just blow dry it the rest of the way. And I wash probably like every like 2 to 3 days. So I washed it yesterday on Saturday. So the next time I wash it again will probably be on Tuesday or Wednesday. So probably either like Tuesday evening or like Wednesday morning is the next time I'll wash it. Yeah, they should finally sponsor you. I know, I'm giving free publicity to them. I reached out to them on Instagram and they never responded. Maybe I need to like contact them through email, because it's like they might not check their DMs, but you know, they might just not want to work with me. That's cool. Do you do anything to protect your hair from the sun? No. Should I? I guess I could wear hats, but where do you get Kevin Murphy stuff? You can either buy it from their website. I usually get it off Amazon. Because I usually like bulk order. Like, also thank you, LNB. Thank you for the
My hair, I let
sub.
it do its own thing.
Yeah. Thank you for the 2 months. 2 months. That's a long time. Yeah. Want to get analyzed? Like, how so? Like, how would I be getting analyzed? My scalp is so oily, right away. Yeah, it's probably because you're not using good shampoo. So if you're using bad shampoos, they put a lot of polymers in it, which usually like clog your pores, which then makes the pores that are open produce more oil, which causes your hair to get oily faster. It also, too, it depends on how often you're physically active, too, right? Like if you're like doing heavy cardio every single day and you're sweating a lot, where you work like a blue collar job or something where you're like always moving around, yeah, your hair is going to get oily quicker. You're like sweating quicker or you're sweating more. Um, Analyze, not analyze. Analyze. That's how I say it. That's how I say it, okay? I'm Southern and I say things different. I'm Southern and I say things different. You're male and will always be male. Yes, that's yeah. I'm not arguing my sex. I changed my gender though. Call me a man, that's not true. I'm a woman. I'm a trans woman. Also, thank you, December 11. Why December 11th? What's on December 11th? Is your December X and then I, which is 11 in Roman numerals. Is December 11th like your birthday? Happy birthday! Pappy, ignore the haters. Ignore the haters? What if I am the hater, guys? How would I ignore myself? I'm not a hater. I'm actually way too overconfident in myself. No, it's kind of sometimes a problem. Yeah. YouTube chatters going full idiot. YouTube chatters going full idiot. You never want to go full idiot. That's a movie quote. That's a movie quote. I forget which movie it's from. I know it's a movie quote. 12/11 is the new 9/11. What the fuck does that mean? What happened on 12/11? Like I'm confused. Where in the South are you from? North Carolina. North Carolina. North Carolina. Oh, from Tropic Thunder, yeah. Yeah, because they're talking about, like... Tropic Thunder is so funny, but it's... Tropic Thunder is funny. Pappy, are you seeing someone? Well, I see many people. I'm not blind, right? Like, if I was blind, then no, I'd not be seeing anyone. But I have 20/20 vision, and I have eyes that work. So yeah, I see quite a fair bit of people, especially if I go outside. In terms of people that I see every day, I see my roommate every day. I see my friends like every other day. You know, I see people at the skate park pretty often. Yeah. Also, welcome in first time chatters. A gender pup. And December 11th. That's right. Yeah, but what is on December 11th? What's first time chatter, what's on December 11th? You must explain. You must explain. You must explain. How many do you date? How many do I date? Well, I date everyone in chat's mom and everyone in chat's dad. So there's 58 people watching me on Twitch, and there's 248 people watching me on YouTube. So roughly I'm dating about like 600 or 700 like people. Mostly all of your moms and dads. She bulk dates, yeah. Yeah, I have a very busy schedule. You know, I go from like one of your mom's places to one of your dad's places. You know, I go all around. How are you? I'm very good today. Are you single at all? Single? Yeah. 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Every time I do the 6'7", I'm like, ooh, out of date. Out of date, cringe. Feel like a cringe. You know how like whenever I do 6'7", I feel like how I as a Gen Z like watch millennials. Like when millennials do millennial speak, That's how I feel when I say 6'7". Even though 6'7's more of like a Gen Alpha thing, I feel like a cringe millennial. I'm like, I'm too old to be doing 6'7". I'm too old to be doing 6'7". I gotta start doing 69. Because I'm like an adult and like I can have sex. So like 69. Also thank you for the $2.79 Canadian dollars. Canada. Yeah, Canada. Yeah. How we feel about the Canada trade agreement that Trump pulled out of. Anyway, I don't want to talk about more politics. We're not going to talk about it. That sounds funny. Yeah, when people say I sound funny, I'm like, yeah, I do sound pretty funny. I do make a lot of funny jokes. So yeah, I sound pretty funny. Get it? Because I tell a lot of jokes. So oftentimes what I say sounds funny. The jokes, they keep stacking. They keep stacking like my racks. And I ain't talking about my dollars. I'm talking about my tits. That's right, they're still growing. Actually, they haven't grown in like 3 years. Been at like a C cup through 3 years. I don't mind that. You know, I like my size. But I'm just saying, like that joke, I made it and it didn't really work. So, stunning jawline. Thank you. Just like winter. Winter? You guys know you can't spell winter without win. W winter. You can't spell winter without win. W winter? For real? Winter best season? Actually, no, I hate winter. Honestly, winter gives me seasonal depression. That's why I moved to Southern California. I was like, I can't do winters. Dude, I was in a state that barely even had a winter, and I was like, I can't do this. Honestly, if I was in a place where it snowed all winter, I couldn't do it, guys. If it was overcast and snowy, I couldn't do it, guys. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't make it. You have to wear men's pants. So you can wear women's, I wear women's pants. Like, what do you mean do I have to wear men's pants? Huh? You know what's the weirdest thing about men's clothing versus women's clothing? Like, especially like button up tops. Women's clothing, the buttons are on a different side. Like, why? Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you get like a button up shirt, like a women's button up shirt, the buttons are on the opposite side as the buttons on a men's shirt. I have no clue why. I don't understand that. They have more pockets? Yeah, okay. But the thing is, like, whenever I hear like someone say, like, I don't know, whenever I hear people be like, oh, like, trans women lose pockets. Yeah, I lost pockets, but I gained big ass bag. I like big ass bag better. Not only does it accessorize better, I also have big ass bag. You know what I can keep in big ass bag? Lip gloss, okay? I can keep lipstick. I can keep pens. I have 3 lip glosses in here. Okay, that goes to show you. Literally, chat. Literally, I have 3 lip glosses. I have 3 of the same lip glosses all in one bag. Okay? And also, I can keep hairbrush, okay? I can keep hair clip. I have hair ties. I have fucking receipts, old receipts. I have coins at the bottom. I have like my bag that I can put estrogen in. And then I have like other stuff. I can put my wallet stuff in it. I don't know. I love having big bag. Okay, I would rather have big bag over big pockets. Okay, but sometimes I want a big pocket. You know, because like I want bottom surgery, so like I want like a big deep pocket. You know, that's where I'd store my wallet if I had bottom surgery. Stored in my cooter. Stored in my cougar cuter. I can't wait to be a cougar. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be a cougar, guys. I'm gonna not a cougar. I'm gonna be a cougar. Okay? I'm gonna be a cougar. Okay, I'm gonna be a cougar and I'm gonna be like, wow, and I'm gonna like eat people up, you know? I heard the best method of progesterone is suppository. Yeah, so there's not conclusive studies out on whether suppository is better or not. It's kind of anecdotal, but some people swear by it. Some people swear by it. Sometimes I want to try it, but then I'm afraid, like, sometimes when you, like, you go to bed, sometimes you're like, oh, I have to shit. It doesn't happen to me often. It happens, like, once a month. But I'm like, what if I do the suppository and then I'm like, I kind of have to poop. Then, like, I lost my, like, progesterone dose. Should I try suppository for a month and see, like, if it makes a difference? Chat, social experiment? You sound like a fool. Your ass. I mean, you are what you eat, so, like, yeah, I guess I'm ass. Yeah, yeah. Wait, you're shoveling medicine up your ass? Who would have thought that? That's like a common way to like prescribe people medicine because your intestinal linings can absorb things faster because it goes straight into your bloodstream and can sometimes bypass your liver. Rather than it digesting in your stomach and your stomach acids breaking things down. This is common medical knowledge. Like, if you ever go to the hospital and they have to, like, apply, like, give you medication instantly, they'll either stick a needle in your arm or stick it up your ass. So, fun stuff. Would a suppository be messy, though? No. Because the progesterone in, like, the capsules, it's an oil. Like, hold on, let me pull out the progesterone. Obviously, I already took mine tonight. But pretty much what happens, like, if you take the suppository, if you take it suppository, you pretty much wet it in your mouth and you poke a hole in, like, with a needle or something in the like, thing. And then when you put it up your butthole, okay, the oil, like, leaks out and, like, gets pushed into your, like, bloodstream. That's how it works. That's how suppository medication works. Also, too, like, the mucus in your, like lower intestine does break it down. Because you're, like, your intestines do have digestive fluid. That's just not as strong as, like, the acid in your stomach. Yeah. Would suppository be yeah, it's not messy, though. Yeah, aren't you guys learning so much? Tripping? Are you tripping? I hope you're not tripping. You better make sure your shoelaces are tied. Because I would hate if you're tripping, because that would mean your shoelaces are untied. You know what I hate? You know what I hate? I hate when your shoelaces are untied, and someone goes, shoelaces are untied. Fuck you. Fuck you for telling me my shoelaces are untied. Okay, because now I gotta get down and do, like, an embarrassing squat to tie my shoes. Okay? I wish I would have just found out that my shoelaces are untied and then fixed it later. fix it at an opportune moment. But then you point it out, and then if I say, "Oh, that's fine," I look like a loser asshole. Okay, but if I don't fix it, yeah, it's just like whole mess. Common knowledge. When did you transition? I started transitioning like 6.5 years ago. So they shouldn't buy shoes that don't have laces. I hate shoes that don't have laces. Unless they're sandals or heels. I don't like shoes that don't have laces. Wait. You guys want to see? Hold up. I just realized. Yeah, this outfit isn't even complete. Okay? Okay, wait. Do I have it on back? No, I don't have it on backwards. Okay, I'm trying to get this heel on. Yeah, this is... Okay, there we go. Ooh, there we go. Almost fell forward. Almost took out my PC setup. Yeah, the outfit. Then I got the heels. Oh, I got the heels on, chat. Wow. It feels weird standing in my bedroom with shoes. I really don't like it. But now I'm like so much taller. I kind of love wearing heels because honestly, the best part of wearing heels that no one tells you, wearing heels as a tall woman before puberty. I mean, when I transitioned, I wasn't done with puberty, so not before puberty. I partly went through puberty, but I was very much a late bloomer. Like I never developed a lot of body hair or facial hair. And like at least in my transition, I was still like when I transitioned, I was still growing like an inch or two a year. I was definitely not done with my transition or definitely not done with puberty when I transitioned. And I think that definitely helped in my transition because I was still producing naturally like human growth hormone, which obviously affects how your body intakes hormones. So, and it changes your standing posture. Yeah. Heels do force you to stand up straighter. Um, and they kind of make your ass look way better. Oh my god. My ass when I'm in heels versus when I'm not in heels. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Heels make you walk differently. Yeah, you have to stand on your toes. This is common knowledge. I wear earthy color green boots and shirts. Yeah. I mean, whatever works for you in terms of like how you want to like approach your appearance, your look. You do you. You rock you. You is the best version of you. So HRT has not been generous. Or do you or you don't eat? What do you mean? I eat. What do you mean? Like I had eating disorders before I transitioned, but now I eat. I'm like people ask like, "Oh, how do like I have the body that I have?" I'm also very physically active. Like I do heavy cardio, like very heavy cardio with skateboarding, like 2 to 3 times a week. Or not 2 to 3 times a week, probably like 4 times a week. And then on days that I don't skateboard, I stretch and do like body exercises that usually take me like 10 to 20 minutes before I go to bed. Where I stretch, I do push ups, sit ups, like um, stuff like that. And also too, I eat fairly healthy. Obviously, I don't eat healthy all the time. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat unhealthy, but for the most part, I eat pretty healthy. I rarely eat out. I eat out. I eat out like maybe once. I eat out like bi-weekly. I do not eat out that much. Same earrings as she wore in the movie. I've never been in a movie, so I walk my dog with my GF. Is that cardio? Yes. Yes, it's low intensity cardio, but it's cardio. I need to cut out refined sugar. I don't think that's most people's issue. I feel like if you're in America, a lot of people's issue in America around their diet is they're not getting enough fruits and vegetables. And I feel like a lot of times nutritionists will be like, you need fresh fruits and vegetables. But I think eating cooked fruits and vegetables, even though they oftentimes don't have as high of a nutritional value because you cook a lot of the nutrients out of them, um, are still very beneficial for your gut health. And also eating different kinds of meals. Rarely do I eat the same kind of meals. I very often switch up what I'm eating, and that's good for your like overall health and microbiome because it cycles the nutrients that you're getting rather than getting the same nutrients again and again and again if you're eating the same dishes. Because the more you eat something of like a similar nutrient or like nutrient, whether it be vitamins and minerals, it kind of loses its effective like ness over time. Also, it's important to note which vitamins are water soluble and which vitamins are fat soluble. Um, like vitamins, like vitamin C, are water soluble. So you absorb them into your body by drinking water. So it's also important that you drink a lot of water. It's important for flushing out like toxic things in your body, and important for in absorbing nutrients. And so are healthy fats. Like you should be eating a decent amount of like natural saturated fats. So that includes things like natural saturated fats come from like nuts, meat, um, beans, um, and trying to eat less processed food. The less processed food you can eat, the better it is for you, right? Obviously, in today's day and age, you are going to eat processed foods. I think also cutting back on snacking. I think you can still eat 2 to 3 meals a day, but snacking in between, obviously, that's a lot of extra calories. And a lot of snack foods are really high in sodium and or really high in sugar, which is bad for your like blood pressure, and will like cause like weight differences, right? And I think you can still eat what you want. Like I eat what I want. I don't watch my calories, right? But I try to cook all my own meals. And I know it's hard to cook all your own meals, just because it's a time sink. But cooking all your own meals, if you start from fresh ingredients, not only are you going to get more nutrients out of the food you're cooking because they're fresh ingredients and they haven't been processed or cut with other things, so they have less nutrients overall, or additives or preservatives, which are not great for your body and long term health. Um, but also, it allows you to control portion size better. Like if you go out to eat all the time or you're buying food at the grocery store, a lot of times if you look at the portion sizes on things at the grocery store, like take it like a regular like snack size bag of chips. Usually there's like 1.5 to 2 servings in that bag, right? But you're not eating 1.5 to 2 servings of that. You're eating like the whole bag, okay? Who's gonna eat fucking like one serving of Doritos and save the other serving for later in like a small like snack size bag? You're gonna eat the whole bag. Like let's be so for real. Um um and I think you don't need to like micromanage your stuff, right? And everyone, I think it's also important to note, everyone has a different metabolism and neutral body weight, right? Like, I think as long as you're trying to eat healthy and you're getting a decent amount of physical exercise every single week, like consistent physical exercise, you're doing better than most people. Most people are not cooking for themselves, and most people are not very physically active, right? And being physically active can have very varying levels of like, right? If what you can do in a week, also thank you for the like sticker. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Let me get, yeah, thank you, thank you. But like like putting effort also too, like I know cooking can be hard, but um it's a skill you have to build up to, right? And when you get better at cooking, you can like figure out figure out ways of cooking and prepping foods that you like, right? I also think a lot of Americans and people around the world can cut back on meat consumption, right? Like you still need meat in your diet, right? You need B vitamins, which you can only really get from meat sources like protein in like ways that you can devour unless you're taking like supplements if you're a vegetarian. But should you be eating meat every day? No. You should probably be eating meat like maybe 2 to 3 times a week. And if it's more or less, don't feel bad about that, right? Yeah. Someone Clipper saying you need meat in your body. I need meat in my body. I'm gonna be real. I need some meat. If you catch my drift, chat. If you catch my drift, yeah, I'm looking for some meat. I'm looking for some meat. Looking for some meat. Looking for some meat. Yeah. Who else in chat looking for some meat? Who else who else in chat? Who else in chat looking for I gotta stop being like who else in chat looking for meat, okay? People are gonna start saying, I'm looking for meat. Okay, guys, is all what I'm talking about, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, join the raid. Join the raid, or I will like. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you guys don't join the raid, I will explode. Like quite literally, I'll explode on the spot. Like literally, if you guys don't join the raid, I'll go, oh no, we can't raid. And I'll blow up. And that'll be very sad because you'll lose your favorite streamer. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. Alright, I will see you tomorrow. My kittens.